So I stopped here for a moment. I was driving only with electric power, and whenever I had to brake I tried to use the electric brake, because if you are driving fast enough you can actually charge up your battery. And so far I did 5 kilometers, which isn't that much, and I drew 2.2 amp hours, and I put back 26 milliamp hours, which is 10%. And the watt hours in and out, and yeah, this is my watt hours per kilometer, which will be quite interesting. My battery, this is the only issue I have. The voltage is bouncing around. Maybe I can have a look here. So that's the voltage reading right here. It's bouncing up and down. If I look on my throttle, it's constant. Oh, actually it's not flicking anymore. So that's constant and that's not. I'm not sure about that, but everything is holding up. This cable is getting slightly warm. The motor is just barely warm. I mean, not hot at all. And since I'm using, or I'm sometimes drawing over 2000 watts, which is 500 more than this motor is rated, I'm quite happy. And the batteries, they are important as well, because last time they got hot. Oh yeah, this cable is getting warm. Oops, split. But this thing is cold. I might have to add something to measure the temperature while I'm riding, because I can't stop every time just to check this. But it's not hot at all. And this bag, which holds the VSC, isn't that warm on the outside, but then it is quite isolated. Or insulated? Isolated? I think insulated. And nothing too hot here. It's just barely warm, which is good. Always a good news. Yeah, I'll keep you updated. So this is what happened. One battery completely puffed up. The other one seems fine. It's just slightly warm. I just noticed the noise of it puffing up, and I immediately stopped, pulled out the plug and got it out of the bag. And actually that was the one, when I charged it yesterday, I noticed that the battery, the cell voltage was all over the place. Not with this one, this was quite stable. So I think this is the one I regularly used, charged up and put it on the load and everything, and this is the one that I kind of forgotten and never really cared about. I mean, it's not great, but I'm lucky that it didn't catch fire. Lucky me. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I will have a look what this cell is doing and if it's healthy or not. That's actually the reason why I went uphill, and because I wanted to test the system. And as you can see, I already drew 5 amp hours since I was only driving up all the time, and I'm at 10k. And yeah, the range is pretty bad. Maybe I pushed it too much, but obviously the voltage measurement from the VESC was never accurate, as well as this one, since as you push the motor, the voltage drops from the cables and everything, so you never get the correct voltage reading. So the cable is not even warm, not at all. The motor feel warm to the touch, but again, nothing major. Yeah, obviously those are not getting hot. These are going to melt before they get slightly warm. Just in here they're a little bit warm since it's so packed. Yeah, I will watch this one and hopefully I get back home. So after 3 minutes or so, or maybe 2, the cells are not that hot. I mean, that one is totally gone. Oh, that's hot. That's actually pretty hot. Might be able to squeeze it together. No, not really. Alright. So, now I hooked up just the one battery that's still alive. And we have 22.6 volts, which is roughly 3.7 volts, which is still completely fine. So, when I was driving uphill, I noticed that the power was quite weak. I mean, it was uphill all the time. I'm quite heavy. The bike is heavy, so my guess is that this battery was just shit from the start. I should have measured it, but then again, I would have noticed that it's bad, but I couldn't save it. Once they're bad, I mean, once one cell is bad, you can't really do anything about it. On other batteries, I started pulling out the cells and recover them. So for example, if this one cell is shit, I take it out and make a 5-cell or 4-cell battery out of it. But yeah, now it's probably totally gone. I will try on riding on just one battery, because I wanted to know how the performance is. Current wise, they should be able, or this one should be able to stand up the power, since it is a 15C discharge battery from a drone, a quite large one, so this shouldn't be an issue. And I'm probably going downhills now. It's getting dark, and with my little patient here, I don't want to risk any fire hazard or anything like this. So I wanted to show you how easy it is to configure the VEC on the go. Since I'm using the just 6-cell battery, I have to reconfigure the voltages, the cutoff voltages, or the motor would not spin up at all. I mean, it would spin up, but got no power. So I just set the battery voltage cutoff end, which is 3 volts per cell, and then I do the same for the start cutoff, so slowly decreasing from then. So I'll put in, like, let's say 20. Press OK, and I'll just say right. Oh, of course, I have to connect to the VEC again, which is done by Bluetooth, and we got a connection. We have the motor config, and oh, changed it again. So 18, 20, and right, and it's written. So now I can use it again, and I got plenty of torque. Return data, and now we're back running. So I am stretching my luck now. That one cell already puffed up, and I'm in for the second one. Oh, it's just one left. So I wanted to show you the performance of just 6 cells. And the wheel is still spinning. And I get up the hill with ease. I mean, pumping out something like 700 watts just going uphill, but I'm not going to do that. So I will go home now, and that's the voltage now, 22.5 volts. And I will tell you what it is once we get up, down, and I will use the electric brake. Alright, I'm back down. That's my cat. And we're still at 22.2 volts. So just for the trip down, I obviously had to go uphill sometimes, which drew 1.7 amp hours, and I put back nearly half an amp hour, and it was 6.6 kilometers. So obviously we used less than getting up, which makes sense, but it didn't charge it up that much. But it does work. It will give you back a little bit of range. And yeah, now we have a look at the batteries. Still puffed up. And this one looks alright. Feels a bit warm. And the front motor, warm as well, but not hot or anything. So this should be it.